What is up, guys? Welcome back to our walkthrough of Bioshock Infinite, Burial at Sea Episode 2 on 1999 mode. I'm Eraddicus here with Uniquely Average Gamers, and we are headed to the Manta Ray Lounge. We just picked up Old Man Winter, and we need to head over and check out what the lounge has to offer.
Where'd you go?
Just doing a little exploring here, but something to point out is that you might have heard a different voice just now. And that guy right over there, walking by Test Drive you just saw with the blue hands, he is going to be a new enemy for us at this point. If you're familiar with Infinite and where you pick up Devil's Kiss after you've entered Columbia, there is an enemy called a firefighter. And that is basically what you just saw downstairs with the blue hands, except he is the, the Old Man Winter version of that. So, something to note about them is that they, even if you go invisible in front of them and drop aggro, they continue to shoot kind of a burst of projectiles at you still. So, they might not be able to see you, but they can still hit you. As you can see, we have entered the Manta Ray Lounge. Gonna peek around the lobby here for a bit and see if there's anything to be seen. Any audio diaries, collectibles of any kind, or just maybe some snacks from an old desk drawer. First couple times I came to this area, I actually ended up dying a few too many times. So I've cut that part out for you here in a second, so you just get the best run of it.
What's your secret?
Keep my eye on these things. She's got to know. She's got to know. She just don't get control.
Louie. Hey, if you don't get down here soon, there's not going to be an ounce of booze or a piece of ass for the taking. Sometimes I think you've taken this whole Robin Hood business a bit too much to heart. Fontaine's got us out there ladling soup for the purpose of building an army, not to share the milk of human kindness. You keep up this kind of behavior, I'm gonna start thinking there's more red in you than Karl Marx. What the hell? Splicers. They're busting in! Horwitz! Tell Fontaine the perimeter's compromised!
Break's over.
Elizabeth, this poster. What's this all about?
Cohen spent 2 months as his disciple, trying to get a line on his trafficking ring. Awful man.
Why not just kill Comstock and be done with it?
Comstock had to know why. He had to know that he deserved it.
And did he? Did he deserve it?
I suppose we all do. One way or another.
All of these jerks.
Well, what was that?
All of them. I'm the only one who knows the story.
Silence!
access.
I saw where you went.
Got a little unwanted attention here, so...
You're so down. You
Uh-oh.
gotta be his bounty.
We could both survive this. We play our cards right.
Come back and clean it all up.
Good thing we got that mod for no Eve cost while we're sitting still.
Think they can get away with anything?
Here's our first real encounter with the Old Man Winter style fireman.
This is
Guess he didn't want anything to do with that.
Letting a good lead let you get away.
There you can see, since he's a little bit of a heavier enemy, especially I think if you've got aggro on them, you have to tranquilize them and then hit them. So whenever you engage these guys, just be prepared in the event that you pique their interest, that you're at least within a place that you can finish him off in case he doesn't go down on the first bolt.
Check.
Come on, man. Let's work something out.
Luckily these guys don't seem too terribly smart, even though they're
We're not finished.
very acutely aware of where I am and who I've pissed off.
That's it. Gotcha.
There you can see I tried to pull out Old Man Winter and freeze the water so I wouldn't make a noise, but of course I do not have any Eve right now.
I didn't say you could go. Who's there? That you,
I mean, this guy
honey?
has buddies outside who were patrolling around. Why wouldn't it even occur to him that it could be them and not, you know, an intruder?
I never thought anyone would be able to bring all these degenerate splice heads into line. I gotta hand it to Atlas. After Ryan locked us up in this pit, I thought that was it. Just a long, final dive into the abyss. But he's given us hope. Or what passes for it down in Rapture. When a person's got nothing, hope's about the kindest thing you can give her. Or the cruelest.
Didn't want to interrupt the audio diary there, but I wasn't just jumping up and down in that corner for fun. I actually somehow managed to get stuck. You can see what I'm trying to do is get up and around this turret here by seeing if I can jump on these, you know, stacks of plates and shelves here to bypass the turret altogether. But instead I just get stuck again.
Who's that?
Come on! That's it. We're through.
Finally putting all that ammo to use. Alright, so here is where we
Those
come
bottles.
to the
Just
end
like on the coded note to Fontaine.
of the optional quest.
Fontaine and Atlas. Son of a bitch.
Sushong, I'm gonna make this clear as can be, so we don't have any miscommunications. Where the hell is the ace in the hole? You think you can stiff Frank Fontaine? I paid good money for state-of-the-art weaponry. I ain't losing this war just because you found yourself a higher bidder. I can promise you, I ain't never been one to lose with dignity.
And all that is to do less is criminal, obscene. There are no excuses in Rapture.
Kind of worth picking this lock instead of having to watch me jump up and down in the same corner.
Why share anything with your neighbor except a fence?
Alright, we finally found it. The end of the mod kits for Peeping Tom, which, as you're going to see, it lets you not have to use up any Eve when you're standing still, but when you're holding on the trigger to make yourself invisible, so you can stay invisible indefinitely as long as you don't move without it costing any Eve. And it's, oh gosh, it's broken. It's so broken.
Who the hell?
Make me come find you.
Here!
And you're about to see
Come
why.
back! I just want to talk is all.
The ability to immediately drop aggro, and yet they still wander towards you
out. I got a lot of
like
irons in the
lemmings,
fire.
just to be knocked out and added to a pile. It's great.
How could you just walk away?
Come back here. This instant. You have 1 second to show your face. Don't you
We can just
think
safely
you
leave
can
her
hide?
behind.
I know every inch of this house.
Alright, so as we head out of the Manta Ray Lounge and on to repair the Lutece device, I probably should let you know I did a lot of exploring between here and there, but didn't find too much interesting. I did a lot of backtracking just to see what I could see, but not a ton came of it, so I'm gonna skip you ahead a little bit to where this paid off for you. And also, I got pretty damn lost. So what has happened in the meantime here? I made my way from the Manta Ray Lounge out to where you originally start this room, where we saw the guy playing guitar, and an autosave kicked on there. So we're just picking up from where I've come back from exploring, without having found much, and we are headed now to fix the Lutece device.
Where you are. Who hides from the light of reason? Come on, lady. Let's work something out.
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Sesame.
What did I tell you?
We are heading back to Columbia.
Look. We're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Powerful device, very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Suchong wanted something as simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid! Fink has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for Suchong. Then, everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Well, that's nice. At least we get to stay in Columbia a bit longer.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun. Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
So I mentioned it earlier about Ironsides and how I hadn't used it, but I'm curious if any of you guys have. Like I said last time, let me know, but even more so now, I'm curious. Does it add to whatever gun you currently have equipped, or would it just add the kind of ammo that they're shooting at you?
Your counsel, and you done me good
Let me know if you know.
I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
It just gets creepier and creepier the more pieces of the puzzle you start putting together. That thing's just a get out of jail free card.
Here I come!
Where did she go?
That's enough of that business. I'm done.
I'll find that piggy!
You haven't heard it yet, but This, coming back to Columbia, there's an enemy, or a few of them, that say one of my favorite quotes so far. You have to listen for them to try to say, "She's afraid of me."
You can't hide forever.
Pretty nice over here.
So look how nice this is. You just sit invisible, and they all just come to you for no reason. It's not even like they're just trying to search the area. It seems like they are literally walking right towards you. Should have let her finish that. That's the quote.
I'll hunt you down. Come out, come out. Someone about? Gun her down! I'll find that piggy!
Okay, so this area should be pretty well combed at this point, at least for the enemies, so I'm gonna maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know if I can get out on that ship. Probably won't let me. Anyway, onward to things.
I heard you!
We abide neither dilly-dalliers nor malingerers. Address your order promptly, or find your contract terminated and living quarters reassigned. Bastards.
My living quarters got reassigned, all right. I'm sleeping in Fink's bed tonight.
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up? Violence begets violence, I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay the hand?
Oh, good to see this room again. Although I'm still of the mindset, and maybe it's just from the 1999 mode of Infinite and the achievements that were associated, but I don't want to buy anything from any of the shops. It so far hasn't seemed completely necessary, and I also haven't checked to see if there's an achievement for it, so still like to look and see what they offer, but not gonna buy. Coming up on Fink's quarters here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. As usual, the like and subscribe buttons are there. Feel free to push them a couple times, see what happens. Leave us comments, questions, anything you want to talk about. Let's do it. See you next time, and thanks for watching.